Hello, beautiful souls. Today is another day. And so we are on to lesson 32. I have invented the world I see. Now, this lesson is a brilliant one because we are continuing to develop the cause and effect relationship in our life. So that everything that happens in our life, in our body, in our world is an effect of thought. And so currently, the way in which the world resides is the way in which we have invented it, right? As you can look about the world, all of these houses and homes and buildings and technologies and gadgets and, planes and everything that's amazing, we've invented this. We've invented this out of the need to feel that we want to have an experience of what it would be like to be separate from God. And so everything in this world is brought forward because the thought of, what could we use right now? A table, a chair, a book, whatever it might be. And so we are not a victim of the world we see because we invented the world we see. And that's power. That's showing how powerful our mind is. Even when we have forgotten that we share one mind with God, we are still here and our thoughts are still powerful and creative, and thus this is what happens in this world. It says, you can give it up as easily as you made it up, meaning the world. We can give up the world as easily as we made it. You will see it or not see it as you wish. While you want it, you will see it. When you no longer want it, it will not be there for you to see. And what the lesson is meaning by this is we will see what we want to see. That the world, the way in which it currently is the way in which we have been taught to see it, the way in which we think that it is. So, at first we want it. But we're realizing now that what we want above anything else is to see differently. And that means that we are able to see a world beyond this world that we want, but it is still very, very real here. That is the happy dream versus the fearful dream. Because currently in this world, it's the fearful dream. And now we're saying, I don't want to see this anymore. And as we say, I don't want to see this anymore, this new world of love opens up before us. And now we can extend even more creations here that would no longer necessarily be perishable or only helpful to some, but helpful for everyone. So this is the shift we're going through today. It says, the idea for today, like the preceding ones, applies to your inner and outer world, which are exactly the same. But because currently at this time we are not seeing that our outer world and our inner world is exactly the same, and so we need to do two applications of today's lesson. One is inward within our own mind and applying the thought, I've invented the world I see, to our inner world. But then at the same time, when we go about and see everything that is in form, we can also apply the thought, I have invented the world that I see. So currently we're seeing through the physical eyes of the body. It will rest on the physical things of form, and we are recognizing that I have invented the world I see. And this gives us the power to choose to change it. It's the truth. And so Jesus is saying, again, we will begin the practice periods for the morning and the evening by repeating the idea for today 2 or 3 times while looking around at the world you see outside of yourself. And then close your eyes and look around your inner world. Try to treat them both as equally as possible. So again, I think this is a great idea to wake up in the morning, apply today's thought, let it marinate within the mind, turn your attention inward and apply it there. As we close off the day, to also, do the lesson again, so that now we are further reminding ourselves that our power is inward, and as we change our perception of the world, that this world that we currently see will change. Jesus says to do this 2 or 3 times each morning and evening period. He says also that he recommends 2 longer practice periods within the morning and the evening time frame at about 3 to 5 minutes each time, and do the same practice. Apply it outside, go inward, apply it inside. And he says try and pick a time with as few distractions as possible, because we really want to do this slow and patiently and calmly and relaxed. And so, if we have less distractions, then it's more helpful to truly allow ourselves to experience this thought. and to continue to repeat it throughout the day as much as possible. He even says that if we find that any situation in our life, in our world, in our relationships causes us distress, then it is a perfect opportunity to apply the idea again. I have invented this situation as I see it. I have invented the situation as I see it. I'm seeing it a particular way. It's causing me distress or anger or annoyance or frustration, and therefore I have invented it the way that I see it. That's weight off the shoulders, because since I've invented it the way that I see it, hey, maybe that means that I can change the way that I see it. Bam, that's it, right? That's the recognition that dawns upon the mind that lets us shift into this higher reality, this new, higher order reality that allows us to be here in form and yet apply the laws of God here in this world and ultimately, finally live in a world of heaven and happiness on earth. So this is our goal, beautiful souls. So our lesson for today, I've invented the world I see. Apply it as often as you can, and I look forward to hearing all the stories that come from it. I love you. God bless you. Have a fabulous day.